What's up, guys? Tuki here, back again with yet another episode of my new series, Nations United. And in this episode, we get the roster set up for Season 2 after a pretty successful draft. I mean, probably could have been better, especially towards the end, but I am intrigued to see just what this team looks like as we move forward. Starting off with the goaltenders, we are actually going to send Jonas Hiller a deal, and hopefully he accepts. It'll just be 1 year, and I very well might trade him. I'm not afraid to risk being punished for signing and trading at this point because free agency is going to be a very, very small part of this series. Not to say we aren't going to look, but it is going to be smaller than the normal series. Truetto will be released because, of course, the new influx of goalies that we have. And let's see here. Yossi, Streit, Seidenberg. That'd be 7 at Spiza, Ehrhoff, Diaz. We got some players we need to sign. You know what? Let's release Puck and probably Habarenka. Probably because he's AHL potential at 23 years old. Oh, what do we do with him? What do we do with him? You know what? Maybe I should have kept Puck as well. I'm not sure. You know, okay. At the very least, let's sign Habarenka. We'll sign these guys. We'll sign these players to 1-year deals as well. Hopefully they all accept. Yeah, Ehrhoff is not getting 3 years from us. Not a chance in hell, especially because he's asking for a one-way contract. So I guess we'll just start by offering everybody contracts and, of course, using them to eventually get some picks. Doesn't matter how low the picks are. Any pick will do right about now. Kennens needs a new deal. I actually wouldn't be against signing him for more than 1 year, but we'll go 1 year for pretty much everybody but Tobias Rieder because he's high top 6 potential. I don't know if he'll reach his full potential. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Sergei Kostitsyn, 79 overall. I'm going to let Kostitsyn go, guys. That was a failed experiment. Unfortunately, we'll let Andre go as well. Yes, I probably could have signed them to bring them back. I didn't even think of that, but it's what the heart wanted, I think, because who really likes the Kostitsyn brothers after all? You can't expect a Bruins fan to be like, yes, let's keep the Kostitsyn brothers. But, all right, everybody is signed there, and as far as centers go, like I said, I guess we'll just keep trying to sign whoever we can. Marcel Gotch, Peter Reagan, Stefan DaCosta, who will be lucky if he fetches a 7th rounder. And that will do it for the moment. Let's sim forward here and see if anybody declines. Reagan, Rieder, Christian Ehrhoff says no, but more money will do it. I have no problem giving him more money. Thomas Raffel just won't sign with us. He's really pissed because he wasn't even playing in Iowa. So we'll have to offer Ehrhoff just a little bit more money and then probably just release Thomas Raffel outright. Yeah, we'll just give him his release. Fuck it. He's 30, 70 overall. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. And unsigned players, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for UFAs. Christian Ehrhoff, a 1-year deal. How about we grant you the magic $2 million for someone who made way more money than he should have in his NHL career? I will give you $2 million so I can eventually trade you. Ehrhoff is back, so we are set. Let's move forward to free agency. We have arrived. Free agency has begun. Let's take a look at the list of free agents that include Ryan Suter and Zach Parise. Granlund's there as well. Eric Stahl, Charlie Coyle. I'm guessing most of our players that, again, I started off on the free agent list happen to just stay in the free agent list. Nick Antropov is there. I think I forgot that he was supposed to be on the roster, and I forgot to add Nick Antropov. We might sign him. I was going to say as well, as I look at players by potential, the big problem with free agency is I can't see somebody's nationality from here. I mean, obviously I could just do a quick Google search, but it is a little bit of an annoyance, not a major one, but just a little bit. As far as free agents go, these are the 5 we are going to attempt to sign. Not the grandest list, but they were 5 players who I simply forgot to put on the team from the start. All one-year deals, so I'll at least honor the fact that they were supposed to be on this team, but I missed adding them to the team originally. Now that we've hit the beginning of the next season, all 5 of those players signed, by the way, 3 of whom were put on the trading block by the game itself. But we need to get down to business and really bring in some draft picks into our organization. So Jonas Hiller will be going. We send him to Tampa for their 3rd and 4th this year, and their 4th round pick in 2018. Grubauer and Gudlevskis will be the tandem for the upcoming season. Next up, the spring cleaning begins, and the first 2 off the ship are Stefan DaCosta and Andreas Nodal. We did manage to get at least a 5th round pick and 2 7ths, so a little bit better of a return than I was expecting. Now, unfortunately, the DaCosta and Nodal trade will be our last, because for the first time in what is now, this is really, my 3rd, and technically 4th, if you want to say the Islanders is the 3rd series on YouTube, I have never seen only one team have contract spots available. We can't trade any other players because every other team is at the max contract limit. Again, I've never seen that before. So it handcuffs us a little bit. That almost wasn't English. It handcuffs us just a little bit in terms of being able to get some prospects into the team for this next season. So I'm certainly kicking myself for having just a little bit of honor when it comes to signing those 5 players. But here is the team moving forward. Your new Minnesota Wild team, the top line, Niederreiter, Kopitar, and Matt Zuccarello. Second line, Nikolai Ehlers is back from junior and better than ever. He plays with Draisaitl and Vanek. The third line, Tobias Rieder, Franz Nielsen, and Michael Grabner. Your fourth line, Kennens, Eller, and Yannick Hansen. So in fairness, that's a pretty damn good forward core. That's a pretty powerful core. Defensively is where it falls off a bit. Straighten, you'll see a decent first pairing. This will probably be Mark Streit's last year, which we better hope for some good progression from Mirko Mueller, or we are in a bit of trouble. He plays with Seidenberg. The third pairing is Spiza and Yannick Weber, the Vancouver connection. Goaltenders, due to the Jonas Hiller trade, it will be Gudlevskis and Grubauer. Of course, it could be better. We could go out and trade for Frederik Andersen. We could go out and get someone like Thomas Greiss or Reto Berra, goalies that don't have potential at this point. They are locked in, but they are better than who we have. So that's the question. Do we want to go with the guys that have some potential? And Gudlevskis was the AHL goalie of the year last year, so it might be worth rolling with him for now. Down in Iowa, obviously we'll still have quite a few of these veteran players. Things are looking okay. We have Berchke, Antropov, and Kevin Fiala on the top line. Michael Raffel is with Peter Reagan and Daniel Sprong. Ponikarovsky is with Marcel Gotch and Anton Roussel. Borna Randulik with Martinson and Tom Kuhnhackl. So if this was like NHL 2012, we'd be tearing it up right now with Ponikarovsky, Gotch, Reagan, the former senator and New York Islander, Antropov. Things would be looking pretty good. By the way, I'm sure that picked up on the mic, the puh. I'm sure that was lovely to listen to. Christian Ehrhoff is with Philip Larson on defense with Ivan Puzic. I'm going to go with Puzic because it sounds less weird. He is with Rafael Diaz. And then the third pairing is Colin Fontana, one of our rookies, with Roman Habarenka. The goaltenders, Ludovic Weber and Max Franzreb. So things are looking good as far as the goalies go. Scratched players, Fedotenko, Jochen Hecht, Tinas Zubris, Vermin, someone we would have traded, Daugavin, someone we would have traded, Damian Brunner, someone we would have traded, Jensen, someone we would have traded, Berchke, someone we would have traded. We had the two other, actually, Semilia is not even ours, Geisberger is ours, we ended up signing him as well, and Roger Kerrer, who I will probably get into the lineup as much as I can. So as far as the teams go, it's looking pretty good, with the exception, of course, of the defense and goaltending, with the main team Wild. But I am interested to see how this goes, and very, very disappointed that we had so few trade partners. But guys, that'll do it for this episode. The offseason is complete, and in the next episode, we start the Season 2 sim. Although, once again, because we can't really do anything with the trade deadline, I think we'll just sim the entire season in the next episode. So let's hope that with the slight alterations, which really, aside from just hoping for progression, we got worse with goaltending. Defense is about the same. I don't know if we'll be a playoff team next year, but one can hope. So guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. Hell, if you didn't enjoy, but you made it to the end of this video, hit the dislike button because, I mean, Jesus, you deserve it for sitting through a video that you don't like. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already to continue following this series, and I will see you guys at the start of Season 2.